I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Why can't we remember a goddamn thing from last night? Because we obviously had a great fucking time.
Alright, episode 12.
Oh, was that it? Is that the start?
That is the start.
All right.
Episode 12 has begun. We're now officially doing a podcast for 3 months.
That is amazing. Now all we have to do is get an audience and we'll be in good shape.
Yeah.
You need to have the mic turned towards you a little bit more because it's...
No, I don't
know
think
if
so.
it makes
You
a
can angle
difference.
it a little if you want. I mean, it's...
I'll turn it a little back since you're loud.
Alright, I'm loud.
I don't know.
Anyways, so, hello again. Welcome. On this wonderful, wonderful Sunday. 'Cause it's
Cold Sunday.
cold, rainy, gray day, but you know what? It's WrestleMania day.
So it's a happy day.
It is a happy day. We'll see. We'll try to limit the wrestling discussion on today's podcast. Or not. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But we're certainly not going to be live casting a wrestling show
No, that
again.
is not. That's not
That
happening
was
this time.
fucking awful.
Yeah, we're. You know what? That's why we're doing so many of these
Yeah.
before we, essentially go. I mean, we're still in beta test.
We're in beta. Well, we're in beta. We were in alpha. I think we've proceeded to beta.
Yep.
We're definitely in beta now. And once we get a couple of these,
I think after the fourth or fifth one, we kind of got out of alpha,
yeah.
and now we're just kind of running into problems.
I don't know if we're running into problems.
Well, no,
I mean,
it's just
yeah.
it's things like, okay, what happens if we try to live cast during a pay-per-view? Well, that
nothing good.
yeah, well, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Cool. We can't pay attention to a pay per view.
Exactly. So we know that is a bad idea not
Yes.
to do that again. Last week we weren't able to record,
Yes.
but that causes us to plan and think ahead for those instances.
Exactly. This week we're doing week 2 with our upgraded audio equipment. So with our new microphone setup. So
I think it sounds a lot better.
it does sound much better. Especially the lack of background bullshit.
Yeah.
But
Maybe I didn't listen to enough of the earlier ones, but I guess I didn't notice.
some of them are quite awful.
Yeah, okay.
It sounds like children are being tortured and killed.
I listened to a bunch of the initial ones, but then I kind of fell off listening to the middle ones.
You don't even listen to our own show? What the fuck, man? Come on. That's just upsetting. I listened to every one of our episodes.
I've already listened to it.
Well, you listened to it the first time, but it sounds better the second time.
but I'm listening to it live. It can't sound any better.
It could sound... Well, that's true.
I'm saying the words. Half the words.
But you're not hearing yourself because you don't have headphones on for a monitor.
That is true.
We could do that.
So
It's got
I'm only able to despise the way I sound in a post listening instead
Yes.
of actively during the recording.
because nobody likes how they sound
No.
on recording. Like when I listen to the recording, I think you sound fine and I sound terrible, and then you think I sound fine and you sound terrible.
I sound,
I sound all nasally.
it's not until I started really listening back
Yeah.
to myself talking a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. I can understand where people think I have an accent.
Well, I understand.
It's like I can hear it sometimes.
Well, I understand why there are people who don't know me don't understand what I'm saying, because sometimes I get talking so fast that it's incomprehensible what the fuck I said.
It's weird to... I've always not understood that. The part of the country we come from, it's always complained that we speak too fast.
Yeah.
It just sounds normal.
I know. I've in my later adult years, but
In your twilight years.
In my twilight years of my late 20s and now early 30s, I've had to make a conscious effort to speak slower for people, because when I'm talking normally, I'll be talking so damn fast that people don't understand what the fuck I'm even saying. Like that.
I had no problem.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're from here and we've known each other for a while.
And I talk exactly the same way.
Exactly. But when you sit and if you were to listen to an hour and a half of that on a podcast, your head would probably explode.
Yeah.
So I have to pay attention to consciously enunciate all of my syllables in a proper way so you understand what I'm saying, like I'm talking now.
Well, and even...
it also lends itself to, not to cut you off, but it also lends itself to lack of dead space on when we're recording this.
Exactly.
Because
we're
paying attention.
Talking
so slowly. But no, you're thinking about your words and you're consciously saying things, because when I'm talking 100 miles an hour, there's no fucking delay between my brain and my mouth. So then when the next thought comes, my mouth pauses too.
Yes.
At this point, I can sit and think about something else while I'm talking and wondering about the next thing, what I'm going to say. I do have the capability of multitasking inside my brain. I'm currently thinking about what I could possibly segue to after this thing, and I'm going to keep talking because right now I can't think of anything good to segue to.
Well, I've got the most important thing.
What's the most important thing of the day?
This was from last week, but it is still the headline. Since we weren't able to record last week, it is still the headline. Nothing has eclipsed it. They're remaking Blue Thunder.
I still don't know what the fuck
that movie.
I mean, outside of it being a 1980s helicopter movie with Roy Scheider, I have no fucking idea about.
That's all you need to know. The movie is fucking fantastic. I loved it as a kid.
I don't think it's fantastic. I don't think your memories of that film.
No. I have watched it recently, and when
did you go back and watch it?
No, I mean when I say recently, I mean within the last 2-3 years.
Okay.
I just love that movie. You know, everybody has those kinds of movies from their childhood that people don't know about.
Yeah.
Like the other movie that my brother and I watched a lot when we were kids is BMX Bandits.
Yeah, you've told me about that one.
BMX Bandits is a movie from Australia about, get this, teenagers that ride BMX bikes, because that was all the craze in the 80s.
Yes, it was.
You know? And the story revolved around illegal walkie-talkies. So, technologically, that just kind of shows you where we were at.
Yes.
But, most important thing to come out of that movie is that was the feature film debut of one Nicole Kidman.
Nice.
Yes.
That's because that's right, she is Australian.
Yep.
Forget about that.
So, but everybody has those movies that they love from their youth that they watched for whatever reason. And then they just, it holds a special place in their heart.
Like somehow nobody else has even heard of or seen.
Right.
Like, I love, the Explorers.
Yes, that movie's great.
That's great. I think Sable had no idea.
Right? That was like River Phoenix?
Yeah, we have River Phoenix and Elijah Wood.
Oh, that was Elijah Wood?
I think Elijah.
I don't know.
No, wait,
know.
no, I'm mixing.
I know the movie you mean.
No, No, Elijah Wood was in Radio Flyer.
Oh, okay.
Movies about kids that make things that fly.
I don't remember. I know that the Explorers existed.
Yeah.
They essentially made a spaceship out of it.
Out of Tilt-A-Whirl.
Tilt-A-Whirl?
That was a Tilt-A-Whirl.
But other than that, I don't remember anything about the movie.
No, I can't remember anything either. So, yeah. So, anyways.
Well, that's my headline. I mean, I love Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder is essentially Airwolf before Airwolf.
Yeah.
You know?
Airwolf I'm familiar with.
You know, it's this just cool, souped-up helicopter, you know, and these Los Angeles, police pilots are test flying it, and then they get involved in some big, political catastrophe and, get charged with crimes and stuff like that. It's great. It's fun. I love it.
I believe the last one. I don't believe it's great and it's fun, but I believe that you love it. So that's good. I'm glad someone has to love it. So
but the other big movie thing to come more recently, just a few days ago, was the first footage from the new James Bond film, Spectre.
Yeah, the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It looks pretty fucking awesome.
And you know what? It is a complete continuation of the series. It is, essentially all of these Daniel Craig movies are one big movie.
Yeah, and it's one continuing story, and which is perfectly acceptable.
Yep. I was actually surprised at how much it got linked in right away.
Yeah, when watching the trailer, and it was the remains or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's an immediate reference to Skyfall.
Yeah, stuff that was left over from Skyfall.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, holy crap. I didn't realize that they were going to tie them that close together.
Yeah. And I already have my theories on some of the, on what's going to happen in Spectre.
Haven't given it any conscious thought yet, so. Yes. So, anyways, good. Fun times. So, other exciting news from the last couple days or week or so. Saw this one. We can go backwards. So
all right.
Newest to oldest, but this one yesterday, Hugh Jackman. Did you see this? Sent out a picture on Instagram.
Yep, with the claws.
Yeah, Wolverine.
One more time.
One last time.
But so didn't 2 weeks ago
he'd say he was going to play Wolverine until he died?
Yeah, well,
I guess reality. Yeah.
You know what? It's probably the studios going, nah, you got one more in you.
Yeah, you're good for one more. So I'm okay with that. He'll have been Wolverine, 10 or 11 times then?
And you know what? Good for him.
Yes.
Just good for him.
He's owned a character more so than most anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fine. We'll be done with the X-Men then, and that world of Marvel characters will be played out.
I really think the whole X-Men universe is just going to take a break.
It has to, and it's one of those things where we kind of talked about, and I was having a hard time quantifying it, hard time putting it into words, but it's just the X-Men comics, and of course big X-Men fans would shred this, and how I put it, but there aren't a shit ton of memorable stories from the X-Men, and the way the X-Men characters are, Wolverine on his own is the only guy out of the X-Men who you'd want to see a solo movie film. The other ones would be maybe Xavier and Magneto, but even the Magneto one, for whatever reason, remember they were going to do an X-Men Origins Magneto, and they bagged it. Said screw it.
Well, it's because Wolverine Origins
bombed,
tanked.
Yeah, so
and part of it wasn't its own fault. That was. I mean, that's probably one of the more prolific movies to have gotten leaked beforehand.
Yeah. So you've got the X-Men. It's great. So you have to run them as a team.
Prolific wasn't the right word.
No.
Anyways.
Okay. I've lost my train of thought. No, but so the X-Men, as a team, they're the only good together. So you look at that, okay, what stories would you have as a team for the X-Men? And it's really the handful that they've covered, for good or bad or indifferent, whatever you want to call them, but the Phoenix Saga and Days of Futures Past and upcoming Apocalypse, that's about it. That's the culmination of the major X-Men stories. That, as far as I know, there's nothing else that would be X-Men fans would be clamoring for to see on film.
Well, I mean, here's the problem too. When did the original X-Men movie come out? 2000.
2000. Yep.
This is now 15 years later.
Yep. And
the same series is essentially is going on, and they're getting to the point where they now have to recast all these actors if these same characters are going to continue.
Yeah.
This is the problem that at some point, the Marvel universe is going to have.
Correct, but I think the way Marvel is doing it is they've talked about. Kevin Feige said we're never going to have Tony Stark back in a cave building the Iron Man suit.
Right.
They're not going to start over. And I don't even think they're going to recast. I think what they're going to do with the characters, what they've done in the comics. And Iron Man, at some point, what they'll do is they'll deviate, and if they want to keep Iron Man around, Tony Stark will die. They'll kill off his character. Rather than have somebody else be Tony Stark, because frankly, no one else is going to best Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. It's just not going to happen.
Pretty much.
And and anybody who else is going to step into the role, they're just going to look like they're imitating him. and it's going to be their best impression of Robert Downey Jr. being
Right.
Tony Stark. It's just not going to work. So you either keep Iron Man around and put a different character into the suit, or you kill off Iron Man altogether.
And
which
and
is
and
far
that's,
more likely.
And that is just the end of it. And you know what?
And that's just the end. Tony Stark is dead. Iron Man is dead.
And
Done.
and you know what? That just brings eventually an end to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
It's going to have its run.
Yeah, it will. And so, but what it's going to do, it's going to keep them from attempting to use it longer than it needs to. It's going to keep them from, just churning out movies for the sake of churning out
Right.
movies. Chris Evans, it's well known, Chris Evans wants to be done with it after his contract is up.
Right.
So more than likely after Avengers, after Civil War, there's a chance at the end of Civil War, I don't know how many films he has left, that Evans, whenever he's done, Steve Rogers is going to die.
Yeah. I mean,
they're not going to recast Steve Rogers.
well, I mean, they're going to bring everyone back for the second Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Or Infinity War.
Yeah, when it gets to Infinity War, if he dies in the middle of it or something or what, it depends. I don't know what his contract is like. But at that point, they're either going to have Falcon take over or Bucky.
Yep.
In the comics, both of those guys took over as Captain America.
Falcon is Captain America right
I
now.
know. And Bucky has been Captain America before. And the Winter Soldier is still floating around out there. So Marvel's going to do stuff like that. And that's how they'll keep characters going, or they'll end them altogether.
Right.
Rather than recasting.
Right. And again, the cinematic universe will just evolve and at some point just end. And that's okay.
Yeah. It doesn't have to go on forever.
Yeah. Because, it's always great to make billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah.
But at some point, you're going to hit a saturation.
Yeah.
People are just going to be tired of it.
Yeah. Well, it happened to Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's happening right now. I mean, Marvel is hopefully 99% sure going to save Spider-Man, but it's happened to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, it was just like people are just sick of it. It's just, they're sick of too many films and, 5 movies and just in 12 years, and all of them are just kind of, some of them are good, some of them are eh.
I mean, the biggest problem with Spider-Man now being introduced into the cinematic universe is this is its second reboot in a handful of years.
Yeah, so you got your third different Spider-Man in 15 years.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
So Marvel has to get it perfect, So yeah, we'll see. I have faith, though. I have faith.
They've yet to prove themselves wrong.
Nope.
The bigger worry is Star Wars.
Yeah, not even gonna worry about Star Wars.
Not even gonna go there. But
there's nothing new to discuss.
Nope.
Although I do have to say, I watched. Speaking of Marvel, before we completely get off it, this would be an interesting segue for you. But I watched the newest Godzilla movie finally.
Oh, you did?
Night. Yeah, I thought it was cool.
It's really, it is very good.
I forgot that the main stars of Godzilla are Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, Aaron Taylor Johnston, and Elizabeth Olsen.
It's the same.
They're the husband and wife.
I knew that was Elizabeth Olsen.
It's Aaron Taylor Johnston.
I didn't realize that was him.
So that's Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
I didn't realize that.
And Gareth Edwards, who directed that, is going to be directing Star Wars Episode 8.
Okay.
So there you go. I made a beautiful segue into 2 different topics all at once.
Good job.
I know. Thanks. But no, I thought Godzilla was super cool. I wanted to watch it for a while. I just haven't got around to it. And finally last night, Jacob wanted to watch a movie. And I was like, all right, cool, what haven't I seen yet? And popping through all the movies. I'm like, Godzilla, I haven't watched the new Godzilla yet. That was good stuff. I did not expect, spoiler alert, Bryan Cranston to get killed so early in the movie, but...
Well, you know what I liked? Is that they were able to make Godzilla almost the hero.
Yeah.
He's not the evil creature.
Nope.
Just demolishing things.
No, yeah, the Godzilla was the main good guy. So, and it was cool. I liked it a lot. I didn't have any beef with that movie. Thought it was very neat. Very original take.
Yep.
And was never a big fan of the old Godzilla movies, and the 1998 Godzilla film notwithstanding, it was really cool. I was excited. Oh, good God! Excuse me. I'm burping myself.
It did well.
No,
and it did. I think they're going to do a sequel.
Yeah, they already greenlit it, so that's cool. I mean,
it better be Mechazilla.
Well, the ones in the new movie, those were original creations, weren't they?
I don't know.
The Mutos.
Yeah. Well, they need to do like a future crossover with Pacific Rim. That Godzilla's still around.
Yeah, that would be.
And Godzilla, rises back up somehow. That the portal that was there that made the connection in Pacific Rim, somehow like subdued Godzilla, so he wasn't able to rise up and nice. and fight them off.
Nice. Anyways, other news. Did you see they announced the official title for the Walking Dead spinoff?
No,
remember its working title was Cobalt.
Sure.
If you noticed that, knew that or not.
Okay.
All right, Walking Dead spinoff. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm listening.
Fear the Walking Dead. Your reaction is about the same as everybody else's.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I guess, not that it's huge news, but it actually has a title. And it's supposed to start this summer. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's this summer.
Well, and it's supposed to, if I remember reading correctly, it's going to start off during the beginnings of the outbreak.
Yeah, so before The Walking Dead.
Right,
it's going to start, you're going to see what happens before everything goes to shit.
Right,
and then during, and then after. And it's going to be set in Los Angeles. And
it's going to start in Los Angeles, but it's not going to stay there.
Well, probably
not. And still, it's essentially starting in the past, but it will catch up to The Walking Dead. It's not going to stay consistently behind.
I both hope and don't hope. I don't know how I feel about it. It's like, I hope that the show has absolutely nothing to do with The Walking Dead, because I never want to see the two groups meet each other.
No.
Because the only thing I'll think of is when that happened in Shaun of the Dead.
Yes. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing a character or something, or a reference, or a this or a that. Or...
Well, it'd be hard to it would be hard to reference, because it's not like they have internet or TV.
No, and they're almost a full country apart.
Exactly, exactly. So it's like, you'd never...
but
they theoretically should never meet outside of some insane circumstance.
Unless, for whatever reason, maybe like Abraham met up with a character at one point, and this character says like, well, I'm heading west to California. And he's all, well, I'm heading east with this dude to go to DC.
So one of the characters that you don't know exactly where they started, Abraham, or like Michonne or something,
right?
Even.
Or at least Abraham, he's traveled. They've traveled from Texas. They've traveled a long distance.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for the show because I'm excited. I want to see what the fuck happened. I want to see him explain what happened.
Right.
Because it would be cool to see. Because I know in The Walking Dead, you don't know what happens, and that's the point. Mm-hmm. And was it Robert Goldman or whatever? Kirkman, there you go. Has said he never planned to explain what happened. Mm-hmm. He has no idea what happened. It's not the point.
Right. The
point isn't what happened. The point is these people living with it.
Right, and it's because the survivors wouldn't know what happened.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's great. But now he has a blank slate to work with in the same world. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, and it would be silly to do another show where nobody knows.
Correct. You have to,
at least the viewers have to see. Yeah, and they can make it whatever they want. And it's going to be something with a virus or a plague, but it's going to be something benign. That because remember, nobody knows. Mm-hmm. It's going to be something. Something gets into the water, or something becomes airborne, or something.
Well, I mean, well, if I'm remembering correctly, everybody's infected with it. Yep. So everybody, when they die, will turn. No matter whether they're bit or scratched or die naturally, they will turn. So something being in the air makes the most sense.
Exactly.
Because that will affect everyone, Yep. But what is the origin?
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be some sort of I would be shocked if it wasn't some sort of scientific experiment or study or something like that gone wrong.
Nah.
No?
Nah,
Alien plague?
They uncovered a crashed alien spaceship, and when they breached the hull of that spaceship, it released that species' atmosphere into our world, and it combined in an unforeseen way that created zombies.
I feel as though I've seen something that had that exact...
Quite possibly.
God, it's killing me now. I've seen something like that. I don't remember now. It's gonna... I'll think of it like,
It wasn't Blue Thunder.
No, it wasn't. I'll probably think of it on like Wednesday at like 3 o'clock. And go, that's what it was! Fuck! If only I had known 3 days ago. So yeah, Fear the Walking Dead coming soon.
Okay.
AMC,
I mean,
fine,
that's
whatever.
That does a thing.
Yeah, tonight is of course the season finale of The Walking Dead, 90-minute show.
I'm still ever since I caught up.
You just got further behind again.
Yep, I had 2 episodes to go, and then I've yet to watch another one.
That's good stuff. Way to go, champ. Speaking of TV, the other fantastic news: The X-Files returning.
6 episodes.
Yes.
It's a short little series.
With David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson and Chris Carter.
You know what?
So,
awesome.
Yep.
And it's the kind of thing, it's... Even if it only just ever is 1 season, 6 episodes, you know what? Great. Go back, play tribute to the greatest parts of the series. You know, all the things that the fans loved the most. Go back to aliens and conspiracy theories and just really go to the heart of it. And even at the end, nothing is solved.
Yeah, that was
great.
Great.
But even there, it's more mysteries. There's more conspiracies. And if they don't reference the episode of The Lone Gunman where they pretty much call 9/11, something is wrong.
Yeah. That would be a touchy one.
But all they have to do is make a reference.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see The Lone Gunman. But I think in the show that their characters were killed.
I don't remember.
I want to say they were.
Nah. Government conspiracy.
Oh, that would be the greatest government conspiracy. The guys who are the biggest conspiracy theorists were actually not killed.
Okay, here we go. Here's what it is. Here's what they should do. The Lone Gunman, like the biggest conspiracy theorists out there, they are pretty much recruited by the government to come up with plausible cover stories
for their own death.
For future like problems. Oh, there's another alien alien spaceship that got crashed. It's now up to these guys to come up with the convincing story that the conspiracy theorists would buy.
Wow.
They're now part of the government, and they're responsible for dishing out misinformation. That is awesome.
Maybe they didn't. Let's see here.
They have sold out to the man.
Let's see here. No, they didn't get killed. I thought for some reason I thought they died or something, but no, they did not die or anything. They're still out there. I mean, they appeared in every single season of the show.
They were super popular.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a bunch of episodes every season. I mean, they were main recurring characters.
Well, I mean, Mulder would always go to them just for information because they knew it all.
Yeah.
Well, they thought they knew it all.
Yeah. Then of course they got their one season show. They returned to the X-Files in the episode "Jump the Shark."
Yeah.
Oh, and then they were killed off.
Aww.
Oh, that they were. See, I wasn't wrong. They were killed off. They briefly reappeared in the series finale as Mulder spoke to their ghosts.
Nah.
All right. Yeah, they were killed off. All right, I know it wasn't.
No, the last 2 seasons were all a dream.
No, fuck that.
Of Fox Mulder's.
Stop talking.
The FBI put him into this psychedelic drug program or something. So it's all not real.
That's terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Because that's what they're going to do.
No. We won't get to see the lone gunman back.
Sure. Yes, we will.
It's sad, but I'll be okay.
Nope.
You think they're going to be back?
They'll be back. It's going to get retconned. I mean, all they have to do is come back, and all they have to say is, don't ever believe anything the government tells you.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's it. One line just negates it and goes, nah, everything's good.
Well,
we wanted you to think that.
That cigarette smoking man is still alive.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it.
77, William B. Davis.
Got to be back. He's
Yeah.
like one of the most iconic guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I would. You know what? I just assumed he was dead.
I thought so too. I would have assumed so. He got married in 2011. Holy crap!
Good for him.
Yeah. He needs to be back on the show.
Absolutely.
Who else? Let me look here. Mitch Pileggi. They've already reached out to him. I saw. There's no reason he can't come back.
Who's that one?
He's Skinner.
Ah, yep.
See who else?
He reminds me of someone.
He reminds me of Director Skinner, Assistant Director Skinner. John Patrick, Robert Patrick is Agent John Doggett.
Yep, he better make an appearance.
Let's see, Annabeth Gish, Monica Reyes. That was the other agent, the female one that took over. Of course, here's your Tom Braidwood and Bruce Harwood and Dean Haglund as Frohickey Fitzgerald and Ringo, the lone gunman. I have Frohickey's autograph. I met him at a Gen Con or something.
Wow. I gotta tell you, man, that put that in the safety deposit box. That is going to send your kids to college.
I got him to autograph his card from the X-Files collectible card game.
Did he look at it and go, they made one of these?
So yeah, I didn't know. I didn't have anything else. I saw he was going to be there. Man, lots of people are in the X-Files. Anyways.
In other news of new productions, Super Troopers 2.
Fuck yeah.
They did an Indiegogo to get crowdfunded, and they were looking for $2 million.
I want to do an Indiegogo and have somebody give me
and
$2
within
million.
24 hours, they were fully funded.
Oh, shit. I wonder what they're up to now. I'm going to take a look. I haven't looked in a few days. I'm looking right now. Oh, I'm so excited for that.
So they still have another 20 days for more funding. So it looks like Super Troopers 2 is going to happen.
Of course it's going to happen. It's about damn time they stopped fucking around with all the other marginal movies that they've been doing.
I don't know if I have seen Super Troopers all the way through.
What?
This is a fact.
What?
I'm aware of the movie. I couldn't even begin to tell you the story of the movie.
Would you like me to tell you the story of the movie?
Please.
They are the Vermont State Police. Okay.
Vermont has police?
Yes.
I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second. As of this second, $3 million they're up to.
$3,011,217 with 26 days to go.
Now, before you get a little further into this, we've discussed this earlier. Part of what we'd like to do with this podcast is, we're looking for some crowdfunding ourselves, either through like a Kickstarter or a Patreon or something like that. One of the things we'd like to do with that money is turn around and reinvest it into other Kickstarter or Indiegogo projects to kind of pay it forward.
Yes.
But get something out of it ourselves.
Absolutely.
For like Super Troopers, I forget what the price range was.
That guy's name is Aloe Black.
Sure it is. One of the levels for funding Super Troopers 2 would be to be an actor with a line in the movie.
Yeah, how much was that? Fucking like $25,000?
No, it wasn't that much.
Yeah, it was.
To be an actor, $10,000.
$10,000. Excuse me.
Yes. $10,000. So, ladies and gentlemen of the audience,
that one sold out, though.
If you were to give us any amount of money, these are the kinds of things we would like to do with it, so that we could be actors in movies with actual lines.
Yeah, we would take your money and give it to other people to get ourselves stuff.
Yes.
And then you could live vicariously through us.
Just like the Pancake Bot.
Exactly.
I want to fund the Pancake Bot.
So we can get a Pancake Bot?
So we can get a Pancake Bot.
How much is the Pancake Bot? I don't even know.
I think it was like $120 here.
So that's not bad.
$100 or
So,
no, but...
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not bad. So if people want to give us fucking a couple $100 for what our Kickstarter will be when I ever actually get my shit together.
We're going to pay it forward and get something ourselves in the process.
The Pancake Bot is up to $319,000.
I know. They were looking for $50,000.
Pardon my yawn.
So there's
Print your pancakes.
Yeah.
So, for 100... Let's see here. Hold on. $149. You get the Pancake Bot at 50% off retail. So they're going to be charging $300 for this thing.
That's going to be a little much.
Those are all gone. Okay? $169 ones. Those are also all gone. So here's the $179 version. They have a $300 one, it's going to cost $300, but you get two.
Oh.
So it's buy one, get one free. $850, you get 6 of them. Perfect for hotels. I like that they have a hotel pack.
Yeah.
$2,000, you get a limited edition Pancake Bot with a personalized engraved thank you plaque and get featured on the upcoming PancakeBot.com website under special thanks. If I had $2,000, I would get a custom engraved Pancake Bot.
Ladies and gentlemen,
if you wanted to give us...
This is what we want to do.
We would Chris and I both would like to have... We forgot to introduce ourselves in the podcast.
We did. We'll have to go back and re-record it like an intro.
No.
Yeah, okay.
We could, if you want.
Well, we could, but, that would be professional.
Fuck professional. Professionalism be damned. Chris and I both would like to have our own Pancake Bot, and we would like you, the audience, to help us make that happen. So for only as little as $4,000, you could make our dream come true. Make a grown man's dream come true and get us a Pancake Bot. You will have our sincerest thanks.
Please?
Thank you. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna cut in Sarah McLachlan's music.
Can we show puppies somehow? But you know what we need to do is we need to produce 30-second commercials of these exact things and run them before the show and in the middle.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break here for a word from our sponsors.
For a word from us.
Now for a quick break to hear a word from us.
This would also be where we would put advertisements if we had any.
If we actually had a sponsor, you'd find them here. In the meantime...
If Pancake Bot would like to sponsor us...
Please, Pancake Bot, we would happily discuss your product on our podcast for the low, low price of giving us Pancake Bots.
Give us a Pancake Bot.
We will sit here and make pancakes and enjoy your Pancake Bot while we record the podcast.
This goes to more than just the Pancake Bot. Anybody who would be willing to give us anything, we will be more than happy to spend an obscene amount of time talking about that thing.
So what you're saying is you're pretty much willing to whore yourself out for anything.
Yes.
All right, cool. We will whore ourselves out for anything as long as you give us free stuff.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what it is. We will discuss it. We will demonstrate it. We will live it.
We will have a dedicated show about that product.
Yes. We will. We will find a way to talk about your product for an hour.
Exclusively.
That I can't think of any better advertisement. No one will give that kind of deal. No one would talk about.
So you don't even have to pay us. You just have to give us something.
It doesn't matter what it is. I don't fucking care.
I don't want monetary payment. I want payment in physical product.
Yes, I want stuff. I need tangible goods.
Jason has shelves that he needs to fill.
I have empty shelves here, and these empty shelves need things. And what better to put on my empty shelves than your things?
Yes.
Because then your things become my things. And we would enjoy your things. And then I would enjoy them as my things. And I would have many pancakes.
Pancakes are good things.
Pancakes are good things. You have no idea the shapes we can make.
We would even eat those pancakes on the show.
I would enjoy that. That's what I'm saying. During the show, I would enjoy those pancakes. Fresh, hot pancakes.
Any type of food-related product, we would give you a dedicated snackcast about that product.
You know what? We could make that damn thing logoed pancakes.
Yes. And we will tweet those out.
We could we could send out that damn thing pancakes to our listeners.
We would.
I will put them in a Ziploc bag and I will ship you a that damn thing pancake.
Absolutely.
I will ship it to you for free. I will ship out a free that damn thing pancake to the first 10 people who request one, assuming we get a Pancake Bot.
Yes.
So Pancake Bot,
make
that happen. We will get you word of mouth advertising, literally, because people will be eating your product.
You know what? I don't know what else to say. I'm sold.
I've sold this man. He'd buy that for
$1.
Nothing, actually, because he wants you to give it to him.
Yes. Yeah.
He wouldn't buy it for anything. Because it's priceless.
Because
the value of what we would give to it is priceless.
What? Priceless is also what that's worth in advertising.
It is.
You cannot buy that kind of advertising with money. You can only get it through the trade of goods or services.
Yes. The dedicated efforts of podcasters such as ourselves they'll be willing to go through the trouble of accepting your free Pancake Bot.
Yeah.
And making that damn thing logoed pancakes.
And eating those pancakes.
Yeah, we would enjoy them immensely.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, for the first 10 listeners who request their own special limited edition, custom made by hand and Pancake Bot.
Now,
that damn thing.
We will guarantee that they will be warm and tasty when made. When you receive them,
that's on the shipper.
Yes.
I don't think United Parcel Service or the USPS actually guarantees warm, tasty pancakes.
No, but at one point, they were warm and tasty.
I will inquire when I purchase the insurance on your pancake if it would ensure the pancake is warm and tasty when it was delivered. I don't think it covers that, but you never know.
I'm going to assume no, but stranger things have happened.
Yes. You know what? I have an idea. You know what? I'll throw in with the warm and tasty pancake to ensure its warm and tastiness.
Mrs. Buttersworth?
No.
I just butchered that name.
Yes, you did.
Miss
Butterworth. No. The little hand warmer pack things that you buy for keeping your hands warm. I'll put one of those in with your warm and tasty pancake. That'll keep it warm.
That might cause problems with the shipper, though, if all of a sudden they're handling a warm package.
I'll put it in a box.
That's a chemical reaction. That might violate some shipping rules.
You think that would fall into the anything hazardous or...
Yeah, I think that'll violate some shipping rules. But we could send the hand warmer with the pancake unbroken so that it's not activated.
That's what I'm saying.
So that once...
I wouldn't heat it up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll send a hand warmer with it in a separate package.
So that whenever the listener were to receive it, they can warm up that pancake wherever they are.
Exactly. I'll put a butter packet in there.
Yes.
See?
And potentially a little packet of syrup.
Sure.
Whether or not we go to McDonald's that day, we'll...
Yeah, I know. That was my exact thought. We'll roll to McDonald's, ask them for some syrup.
We'll have to ask for an extra.
I need extra syrup. 9 of them.
I like my pancakes swimming.
I need 9 things of syrup with my hotcakes.
I'm just going to go knock on the back door. How much for 9 things of syrup?
Can I have some syrup? Sir, it's lunchtime. I know. I like syrup on my french fries. Anyways.
That is a thing.
Yes.
And you know what? We will do something just as creative and clever for whatever product we were to get.
Yeah, exactly. Not just the Pancake Bot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll over to Kickstarter right now. And I'm going to look and see what the current, top projects are right now at the moment. Under, what do you want to look under? Food?
Sure. Let's do something different.
See all.
Okay.
See what's popular. See all.
I don't know.
I'm just looking by popularity because it sorts everything by popularity.
Okay, popularity is good. Now, here's the question though: do we want to sponsor popular things or things that aren't popular to try to get them more traffic?
Newest.
Newest. All right, we'll go with newest.
How can you sort by magic?
That's an option.
When you were sorting here, you can sort by most funded, end date, newest, popularity, magic. I'm sorting by magic.
Yes, please do.
Because I don't know what that means.
Because, well, that's going to give you exactly what you want.
Everything sorted by magic. All right, whatever.
That's
the number one thing here, Descent Underground. Remember the computer flight sim, Descent?
Yes.
And the Descent to Free Space?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Kickstarter version of a sequel to that. Currently has $309,000 pledged of 51%. So
wait,
it looks like
$309,000.
Yep.
309000.
Yeah.
Holy balls! Why can we not get like $600?
I haven't asked for any money yet. I haven't actually started our Kickstarter yet.
We should be able to get something.
I think so.
Even if we get,
you know why? Because we think we're funny.
Even if we get a garbage can full of Super Balls, that would be awesome.
And sell those and make money. You can sell a garbage can with the Super Bowls. All right, so Descent Underground. Yeah, I don't really feel like. Yeah, I don't know if I like Magic because I don't like some of these here. They don't. These feel too commercial. I'm gonna go newest. Every Kickstarter, I'm gonna look at the newest projects.
Okay.
All right. This is depressing. All in My Head, a film about drug addiction and suicide by Troy Shepard. A 23-year-old drug addict has nothing left to lose and searches for meaning in the worst days of his life. What is this?
It's
a movie. That's why I said a film.
Yeah, I kind of thought you understood that.
I glossed over it, to be honest. I was more... this guy has a tragic story that he's been a drug addict and looks like he's doing a movie. I don't feel as though I want anything from him. Although, if you wish to donate to this film, I'm sure.
I have been a good, responsible, law-abiding citizen my entire life. I would like money.
You know what? I'm ready. I'm with this one.
Uh-oh.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Meat pies for America.
Meat pies.
I would like to introduce the very best meat pies into America and sell them throughout America. This man, Jeff Broomhead,
okay,
is in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Cool.
He currently owns an Australian coffee shop in Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right.
And for a while, he had a local New Zealand van, a Kiwi.
A Kiwi?
If you were. I added that. Making meat pies for his coffee shop.
Okay.
Now, why on earth would you call this an Australian coffee shop?
Yeah,
I'm currently curious what's different about it.
Does the coffee come from Australia?
I don't know. That's a really weird WrestleMania logo. Did you see that? Sorry, tangent. Okay. So he had this New Zealander.
Wait. The logo? Very much like Terminator.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. All right.
Anyways.
So this New Zealand man was making meat pies.
Mm.
They included mincemeat pies, bacon and egg pies, steak and pea pies.
Egg is not meat.
Nor are peas.
Mm.
But let's just say they were a hit.
Mm. Oh, wait.
People would drive.
Wait.
What?
Were they a hit? Or are we saying that they were a hit?
We're just saying that they were. Because he's just saying they were. So
okay.
I'm going along with him. People would drive. I need to take a moment to pause in the show here. Pause for 30 seconds for your station identification. You're listening to That Damn Thing podcast.
We need to do that. We need to have station identification. These meat pies were a big hit. People would come from all over.
Yeah, not all over. 20 to 30 miles they would come. And they would take them home to their family or eat them in his shop.
That's like a 45-minute drive.
Sure.
Okay.
People said they were the most... He says they were the most popular Facebook or social media posts he ever had. The health department found his supplier was making them at home, which is okay, but he had a dog at his house, and they stopped him from making it. So the health department shut down the guy making his meat pies.
Yes.
Seeing the popularity of this dish, I brought from home in Australia, shocked me, and I would like to take... Oh! I have now learned something. This man is Australian.
Okay.
Hence the Australian coffee shop in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Still don't understand what
he is Australian.
He is Australian.
Therefore, his coffee shop is Australian.
But what the difference is about being an Australian coffee shop? Like, could I say we have a Wisconsin coffee shop? Like, what's different about Wisconsin?
It's American.
It's American?
It's all American.
I can't just say Wisconsin?
No.
All right. So, after the health department shut his supplier down, he wants to take that idea and expand on it. He would like to start making these pies in large-scale production. Equipment plus a commercial kitchen would cost him around $50,000.
That is correct.
America is a huge consumer of pies in general, so I would like to introduce between 6 to 8 meat pie recipes from Australia.
You know what? I personally, I don't see meat pies as a big thing.
Well, let me.
Maybe I'm just in the wrong part of the country.
Well, clearly you're not Australian.
No.
Well, let me run through the risks and challenges he's laid out here. Since he already knows there is a high demand for his product.
High demand.
High demand. People are willing to drive 20 miles. High demand. And he has already... he already owns another business to help sell these pies.
Okay.
He feels the barrier to start this company is fairly low. A pie crust and forming machine is needed, plus some ovens, but the overall starting funding is quite low.
Sure.
They need to have the food tested by a local university and packaging designed as well.
Mm-hmm.
I already work with marketing and business development consultants for my coffee shop, so marketing and branding will be well taken care of. He currently has no money donated.
Well, how
Clearly.
how long is this Kickstarter run going?
Well, 29 days to go, so it's been one day.
So today, he started it today or yesterday.
And he has one reward. For $25, only one person may get this, because he said a limited, 1 out of 1, for $25, where you donate to him, you would receive one free meat pie in July this year.
So wait,
he has not set up his rewards properly.
No, he has not.
No.
That is unfortunate.
I feel bad for Mr. Broomhead. I wish him well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I don't think that is not a. It's very geographic specific.
Yes.
You know, you would be better off doing a localized sponsoring.
Yes.
Of said business.
Yeah, I think Kickstarter's not quite the right way to go there.
No,
more power to him. I hope. I hope he gets his meat pie business.
I hope so too. He would be better off. You know, he at least has his coffee shop. There's probably some type of commercial cooking facility there of some kind.
Yeah.
Or he would be better off partnering with an existing kitchen that could start making 1 or 2 recipes.
I gotta be honest, there's really not a lot of good Kickstarters on here right now. I'm really having a hard time finding.
Well, is the problem finding the good ones amongst the meat pies?
Well, here's one that got a lot of money. It's for an art science lab. But there's a lot of crap out here. Like a family-friendly party game called Pass the Tentacle. I'm clicking on that. Because they have a goal of $8,000.
Mm-hmm.
They've received $75. Tentacles are appearing everywhere, and they're reaching for you.
Yes.
Are you clever enough to pass away all your tentacles? This sounds like a Japanese porn. It's not. Because Japanese are big fans of tentacle porn.
Yes.
About this project...
I have heard this.
About this project, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever gotten to a game where you have to wait for what seems like forever for someone to finish their turn?
Sure.
Even worse, if you're playing with lots of people, it can take forever for you to get to play.
Potentially.
Pass the Tentacle is a quick and easy learn a quick and easy to learn party game. No one ever has to wait for their turn to come around. Everyone gets to play each round. Sound interesting? Let's take a look at the artwork for the game.
It sounds like a game.
The artwork looks like it was gathered from 1998 edition Microsoft clip art.
Mm-hmm.
We kept the art streamlined and easily recognizable to add to the ease of gameplay. Speaking of gameplay, would you like to know how a round of this game goes?
Absolutely.
See, I knew you would. Each player would receive a specific number of cards left and right. Oh, excuse me, I read that wrong. Each player will pass a specific number of cards left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Players will then gather up the cards passed to them and take a card from the top of the deck. That's one round.
Okay.
Each game consists of 9 rounds. Whoever ends the game with the fewest tentacles wins.
Wait, say
I
it again?
instantly do not know how to play this game. So if you're playing, there are 9 rounds.
Okay. That's a long game.
So say there's 3 of us.
Okay.
I would get an unknown... Say I got 10 cards.
Okay.
And you got 10 cards.
Okay.
The microphone received 10 cards because the microphone is playing too.
Okay, because you got to have at
I
least
got to
3
include the
people.
microphone. He looks lonely there. He's
Yep.
sad. He's all
You got to put a
downtrodden.
face on him. Focus.
I got distracted for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my train of thought. Oh, so the microphone. So we all have 10 cards.
Okay.
Okay. So I would take, say, 5 of my cards and give them to you, and 5 of my cards and give them the microphone.
Okay.
Right?
5.
Yeah, because I have 10 cards.
Okay.
Now I'm left with none. No, you have 15. The microphone has 15.
No, but I've passed,
But you've passed some to me.
and I've passed
I
5
have
to the
some to him,
microphone.
and he's probably given some to me.
So we all end up with 10.
So we still have 10.
Correct.
So if we keep doing that for 9 rounds,
Mhm.
we all wind up with 10 still.
Yes.
Nobody wins.
Correct.
This game will not go anywhere. This game has a giant hole.
It's called math.
Yes.
That's a math hole.
Clearly. Don't have to be a math hole. Clearly there's a problem here. So yeah, I don't know. I don't like that game.
You know what that also tells me? We should make a board game.
Maybe we should.
Our whole point is we will have a whole subsection of the show where we just do Kickstarters for random shit.
I want to do that. From now on, we're going to have a weekly Kickstarter. And I'm going to select a random Kickstarter once a week. And we will go through the Kickstarter and attempt to discern its validity or not. And then
come up with a better idea for ourselves.
We will come up with better. We'll figure out why their Kickstarter sucks, how we can make it better, and launch our own.
All right,
And then
okay.
nothing but profit.
All right. Yes, the final step is always profit. And that show will be that damn thing, profit.
Yes. That damn profit. No,
I think that might be trademarked.
Yeah. From now on, that's what we're doing. We'll have this week in Kickstarter.
Okay, all right. How would we improve upon the meat pie project?
Well, first off,
I know the first step. Don't do meat pies.
Don't do. No, I think you have to stick with. That's a little much. You're still going to do meat pies. Okay?
No. You can stick with food.
There's nothing wrong with a meat pie. Clearly, people in Australia love them.
The problem being is we're in America.
Exactly. So what his first problem is attempting to explaining to everybody why he wants to sell meat pies because his buddy that was making them had the health department shut down.
What is good about meat pies?
The meat part. It's a pie.
Hold
on, pause. We're about to see a dramatic double superplex.
Tower of Doom.
That was a lot of man landing in the ring.
Are we still
short? Ovation.
Are we still short in Uso?
Yeah, I think we're down in Uso.
I think we're legitimately Uso-less.
No, there's one.
Well, right, but we have a legitimate hurt Uso.
Was he legitimately hurt?
I think he was legit hurt.
I don't know.
Because a trainer helped him to the back.
I saw that, yeah. Cesaro for the pin.
Wait. Did they win, or is this an elimination?
No, they won.
Oh, look at that.
And there's Natty. Boobs and all. Good for her. Please lose the giant shoulder pads. This isn't the Legion of Doom.
They proportionately they take away from the boobs.
I know. Please stop covering those up.
Tyson's hurt.
Oh, he's doing a good job of selling. All right, well, back to the show.
Okay.
So this
okay,
weekend,
all right.
So,
We'll stay with meat pie.
So meat pie. First off, you don't say why your buddy can't sell them anymore. So
no. Yeah.
So what I'd like to do is we're gonna take his idea of doing meat pies and just disregard everything he said. And how would we sell a meat pie?
Mm-hmm. Well, first off, you're absolutely correct. The whole the guy that I had making these was shut down by the health department.
Yeah, it's probably not a good thing to explain.
No. See, that's a negative.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You do not want to. You do not want to reference negatives.
No, and even though the reason he was shut down was just because he owned a dog, I gotta believe that there might have been something more to it.
Quite possibly, but that is a tidbit of information that can be forgotten about.
Yeah.
You know, that it doesn't have to be in your Kickstarter.
No.
You can just say my previous supplier is no longer able to provide them in the quantity in which I need.
Exactly, something like that.
You know, and it's not a lie because he's now able to produce 0.
Yeah.
So 0 is less than what he needs.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think $50,000 is probably a lot to ask.
Yep.
I might
would
ask for 5.
I would still I would.
You know what I would do?
I would eliminate the whole Kickstarter approach.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. You know what I would do? I would get off Kickstarter altogether, and I would find a
local
restaurant.
You know, a mom and pop. I don't know, a bakery or kitchen of some kind.
No. I think I would find a restaurant, and if I knew I had a legit, fabulous fucking meat pie, I would literally I would take the recipe. I would get in the fucking culinary world and find a fucking chef and say, because what you want people to know this is your meat pie. So you got to find some place to get your meat pie out there, and the best place to get you yourself, Christopher here, made this meat pie. How are you going to get Joe Schmo on the street to eat your meat pie? Well, but you're going to be standing there going, "You come eat my meat pie?" That's just creepy.
Well, but again, you're right. But I would do it as a local restaurant or some kind of company that already makes something somewhat similar. Hey, you already make regular pies? Yeah. How different is meat pies?
Well,
I don't
know. The meat part.
Well, right. But
it'd be some sort of like home style.
You have to have the appropriate equipment.
Correct, but it'd have to be somewhere that would make like pot pies or something like Joey Gerard's Supper Club in Greendale. It's a Bartolotto restaurant.
Sure.
But they're a supper club. They do like pot pies and beef stew and that kind of crap.
Correct. Something similar like that.
Yeah. So, that I would go to a place like that somehow and find a way. Like I have the world's greatest fucking recipe for meat pies, and I would love to see you guys get this on the menu and work out a fucking deal with them.
Right.
And then get that on the menu, and then holy shit, your meat pie explodes, and people start coming to said restaurant for your meat pie.
And as long as you supply meat pies to my coffee shop, you're able to use this recipe.
Correct. Work out a deal.
Yeah. And if at some point we were to decide that, hey, we're gonna part ways as business, you can't offer meat pies on your menu for 3 years.
Yeah, something, and or maybe through that distribution it becomes so popular. You work out some sort of distribution deal. Maybe you want your meat pies to be sold in local supermarket freezers.
Let's think
but
small.
I'm just saying,
think local.
What's your end game?
Yes, and
if that's your end game, you gotta get through a local restaurant. So, but asking for $50,000 to make meat pies in a Kickstarter, I don't think is going to work. In North Carolina. Yeah, I have never in my life uttered the word meat pie. And now I've said it like 50 times in the past 20 minutes.
I have never in my life went, you know what? I could go for a meat pie.
I once had a meat donut.
I've never had a meat pie.
I once had meat donuts.
Why?
They were available.
That's not a good reason.
When me and my friend Andy would go up north with his family when we were kids. We always go to the same grocery store. It's still there in Monaco. It's called Triggs. And they had these in the freezer section. And it was literally it was a prepackaged fucking pastry donut thing full of like ground beef. And it was a fucking meat donut.
I went to meat pie on Wikipedia. Australian meat pie with tomato sauce.
There you go.
Better known as ketchup.
It could just be tomato sauce.
Here's a picture of a chicken and rabbit meat pie.
All right.
A meat pie is a pie.
No way.
Correct.
No. Stop. Back up. It's a pie?
It's a pie.
Holy shit.
Let me continue. I've blown your mind.
Pie with what's in it? What's in this
filling of meat and or. Well,
if it's not meat, what could it be? Because then it's not a meat pie anymore.
/or other savory ingredients.
Well, what if it's not meat?
Then it's or a savory ingredient. Wait.
Then it's I don't know. A
They
tofu pie?
are popular in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Nigeria.
All right. Doesn't make sense.
Europe, which covers a lot of room. Australia.
Okay.
New Zealand.
Okay.
Canada.
Okay.
South Africa.
All right.
And North Carolina.
Seriously?
No, it doesn't.
I don't believe you anymore.
No, it does not say North Carolina.
The rest of those, except for Nigeria, that's fucking like United Kingdom right there.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised. All the countries you read off that list, except for Nigeria, were not surprising. And South Africa, obviously. But the rest of the UK, all of those are...
The beginnings of the meat pie can be traced back to the Neolithic period around 9500 BC, when ancient man had nothing better to do with meat.
And developed pie crust. We invented pie crust and said, "What do we put in this?"
But we need.
I know, meat.
But I need $50,000 to make a machine to buy a machine.
So the day man invented pie crust, we had nothing else to put in it because we hadn't invented awesome things like French silk
hang on.
and apple pie and other awesome pie, pumpkin pie and cherry pie. And...
Wait. Here we go. Hang on.
So we had to put something in the pie.
I'm trying to find a meat pie recipe. I'm going to find where's something that looks...
dude, you want me to find a meat pie recipe?
No,
I'll find you a meat pie recipe.
I'm looking. I am browsing through recipes. I'm trying to find an Australian one.
How about you Google Australian meat pie recipe?
No, that's too easy.
That's my secret.
You're always angry?
There you go. Australian.food.com.
Nah.
Australian meat pie from AustralianFood.com.
Pick one.
All right. First one. It's got a 5-star.
Ooh.
Photo by
wait.
Kiwi wife.
5-star out of how many?
5.
Okay. I didn't want it to be out of like 20.
No. Username, Kiwi wife.
Okay.
This is the Australian traditional meat pie. Usually eaten for lunch for just watching the Aussie Rules footy, which is Australian Rules football to you.
Gotcha.
You can make one big meat pie or more little ones from this recipe. All right, so ingredients:
meat,
500 grams of minced beef.
What's a gram?
How
does that weigh? Is that in fluid ounces?
James isn't here.
How many fluid ounces is that?
He's the expert on things that weigh in grams. 1 chopped onion. One cup of what? Okay. 1 cup of water divided.
Wait. I don't.
1 cup of water, comma, divided.
I don't do it. You have to like.
All right.
I don't do
Moving
enough
on.
cooking. 2
beef bouillon cubes.
Okay, I know what those are.
1/4 cup ketchup.
Okay.
2 teaspoons Worcestershire sauce.
I like that stuff.
Pepper.
Staple.
1/2 teaspoon of oregano.
Okay.
A pinch of nutmeg. 3 tablespoons of plain flour.
Okay.
And 2 puff pastry sheets.
Wait, pre-made? You're not going to do this from scratch?
Fuck no. I've been making this for Gordon Ramsay.
Wait, I don't need a machine to do that if I can go buy them pre-made.
Yeah. Preheat the oven to 220 degrees Celsius.
Oh, wait, I'm lost
This is
already.
Australian.com.
I am lost already. What is that? That's like what, 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit?
Yeah. What's hilarious here is they use, what is it? Oh, cups is standard, isn't it? No, it would be milliliters, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. That'd be weird. All right. So 200 degrees Celsius.
That is like 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, right?
No, it's like 400.
I like mine better.
Brown meat and onion in a pan, I'm sure.
Okay. Wait. Did you cover meat? What kind of meat?
500 grams of minced beef.
Minced beef. Okay.
Brown the meat.
What is minced?
Chopped up into tiny little kernels.
Okay.
Add 3/4 cup of the water, bouillon cubes, ketchup.
There's your divided.
Oh, there you go. But it didn't say what to divide it in.
No, it will be divided because you have to.
Add 3/4 cup of the water, bouillon cubes.
We've learned chefing.
Yes, chefing. Is that the word? What are you doing for dinner? Well, I won't be chefing, that's for sure. Did you mean cooking? No, chefing.
You know why? Because I got the hat on.
When we're done with this, I have to go chef dinner. And I literally do mean that. We have like 33 minutes until WrestleMania starts. So, it's 5:27. So, we've added 3/4 cup of the water, bouillon cubes, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, pepper, oregano, and nutmeg. Boil, cover 15 minutes. You blend flour with the remaining 1/4 cup until it becomes a paste. Add it to the meat mix. Let cool. It becomes a roux.
A roux? R-U-E?
Yes.
Oh.
You know that? That's a thing.
When you roux the day?
No, that's a different thing.
You turn it into a paste?
Yes, that's exactly right. You've got it. Nail, meat head with hammer. So, look, it's your injured Uso. He's back. I think.
Or it's the same. Or it's the same one.
Uso? I don't know.
All right, we're going to pause for one split second. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is about to begin. It is obnoxious the amount of people in that ring.
Yes, it is.
I don't want Curtis Axel to get in the ring.
No.
I hope he gets knocked off the apron.
He's on the outside. He's
on the outside yet. For a reason.
I swear he better not enter.
Oh.
All right, cool.
Anyways.
So.
Back to chefing.
So you've blended the flour with the remaining 1/4 cup of water to the meat mix. Let cool. Grease a pie dish and line it with the puff pastry.
I'm sorry. The match began and nobody moved.
He's going to get thrown out in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Curtis Axel, you're such a twit. Oh, it's Bo Dallas. No way.
He's awesome.
He's alive.
Oh. This is so stupid.
This is hilarious.
Well, the fact that Curtis Axel is hilarious, the whole thing is just stupid, though. Yes. There's way too many people in this match.
It's a 30-man battle royal.
But let's wrap up our podcast before this.
Up. All right, greasing the pie dish, lining with the pastry.
Yeah.
Add the cooled filling meat mixture. Brush edges of pastry with milk or beaten egg. Put pastry at top on.
So make a pie
edges.
then.
Now you're making a pie.
You know what?
Bake in the oven for 15 minutes. Reduce heat to 180 degrees. Bake for 25 more minutes. Serve with veggies, fries, or salad.
Fries. The appropriate answer is always fries.
Yes.
But you know what? You know what doesn't sound good about that? The meat paste.
No, the roux.
Yeah.
You would be shocked and floored to learn how much that stuff is in, especially restaurant stuff. What it does, it's just for thickening shit.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Because a lot of times when you make stuff like that, it's runny, it's watery. Because you use water as a base for most of that kind of stuff. They put flour in to thicken it up. That's all it is.
No, I get that. I mean, same thing with like meatloaf and stuff like that.
That's exactly it. Yeah, you use flour to thicken stuff up. So, that is Australian meat pies. We've spent the last half a fucking hour pretty much talking about Australian meat pies.
It is really essentially like a meatloaf, but in a pie.
Kind of. Meatloaf pies.
We've spent a lot of time.
You know how we got to this, right?
How did we get to?
I was
Troopers.
gonna tell you the story of Super Troopers.
And then you were about to start,
yes.
and I interrupted you.
Yes.
And
we went on a 30-minute tangent about meat pies.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the kind of entertainment you will get by subscribing to this podcast.
I think that that's the title of this week's episode now, right?
Meat pie.
Meat pie.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It absolutely has to be. No, you want to know the story of Super Troopers?
Sure.
I can do it.
Let us.
I can do it in less than 2 minutes.
All right. Let us tell you what. Let's end the episode on the recap of Super Troopers.
Super Troopers, Vermont State Police. Okay, Vermont State Police is getting shut down due to budget cuts.
Sure.
They become in a holy war with the local police department, the Spurbury PD, and they basically argue over jurisdiction and funding and shit. And they happen upon the state police, the Vermont State Police, basically accidentally happen upon to a drug syndicate smuggling weed through their little town in Vermont, and they discover it at a crime scene where they're fighting over jurisdiction of it, and then throughout the film, hilarity and antics ensue. They discover the Spurbury PD is actually helping the criminals run it through their little town, so they become the heroes and turn the Spurbury PD into the authorities, and they're at the end. The Vermont State Police, their unit still gets shut down due to lack of funding, and all these Spurbury PD get fired, and then the state police guys all become the new Spurbury PD.
Yeah.
That is a really short version of that movie. But that is the gist of the story. But that's not the point. The rest of the movie is absolutely fucking hilarious.
It's everything else in between.
It's everything else in between that is goddamn awesome. So, yeah.
You know what? I think we're going to have to wrap that up. WrestleMania's starting in a little bit.
WrestleMania starts half an hour. I got to eat something for dinner. You got to eat something for dinner.
Yep.
And then it's been a good show. An hour and 20 minutes. About a third of the show we spent talking about meat pies.
I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I believe I am closer to being my my non-existent dream of a chef.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. So you got to go home and practice your chefing.
No, I don't.
No.
No.
You're not going to.
No.
We discovered a new bit for our podcast. We will have our weekly Kickstarter, where every week we will select one Kickstarter at random to discuss on our show.
Yep, that damn thing profit.
Yes, we will beg for people to give us free stuff, probably. And,
I wouldn't say beg.
Not beg, no.
Grovel.
Grovel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds fancier.
Grovel for free stuff.
Yeah.
From time to time. And but we're probably always going to do that. But yeah, definitely, I think weekly Kickstarter will probably be a wonderful bit on our show. That
could be a separate little segment.
Yeah, as one of the multiple segments we're going to start doing. So
when we get around to it.
When we get around to it. When we get better at this, and we don't even have to define all that stuff before we go live.
No, I'm not defining. We don't have to. The whole point of this is for no definition.
Yeah.
We are essentially winging it every time.
It doesn't matter. If we've been doing this for years, we'll still be winging it.
Still be winging it
because that's what's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that's what we find entertaining.
Because we think we're funny.
Yep.
Yeah. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Episode 12, Meat Pie.
Good night and good luck.
I didn't expect that.